So here's one of the things I love about Stephen King is you can be a fan of his books, as obviously I am. You can be a fan of his toys and games, as obviously I am. Or you don't even have to be a reader to be a fan of Stephen King. You can be a fan of his movies. And so I thought I'd kind of go through the movies that I have of Stephen King and kind of what they mean to me. Not going to be too long a video, but let's start here with the Shawshank Redemption. Now, the Shawshank Redemption and the Green Mile are two of my favorite adaptations. A third adaptation would be The Mist. So if you kind of see his theme there, they're all Frank Darabont movies, but I guess he just really has a way of capturing the way King writes and bringing it to life on the screen. So boom, those are definitely my top three favorites. And then we have Sleepwalkers, which I love. I remember waiting to go see that in the theaters when it came out. The whole concept of it being an original Stephen King made for the big screen movie at the time was so cool. And then we have Maximum Overdrive. Another fun one I loved. I love the concept of machines coming to life and attacking other people and just the craziness of it. And, of course, the goblin skull on the hood of the semi, that's iconic. And that's actually a souvenir I got. It's the dusted from the prop. It was found in a junkyard all trashed up. The guy refurbished it. As he was sanding it and redoing the fiberglass on it, he collected the dust and put it in vials and was selling it. I got that at a Comic-Con a few years ago, so I thought that's just kind of random. Then, Christine, John Carpenter. Who doesn't love John Carpenter? Anything by him is amazing. And Stephen King and him together, perfect. The Dead Zone, love Christopher Walken in that movie. I think it's a classic. Definitely recommend it. I just love the concept. Johnny the psychic. He has a thing definitely for psychics. Then we have Cat's Eye and with Drew Barrymore. Now I just watched this with my fiance the other day. He had never seen it, and he really actually kind of enjoyed it for the parts he was awake. But he's not a huge King fan, but I'm slowly bringing him around. I'm going to someday introduce him to Shawshank and Green Mile. But yeah, we were talking about how it's really sad how Drew Barrymore, not long after this movie, I think it was, is when she really got into the drugs. And, it's really good to see her turn her life around because, she's a big part of the King universe with Firestarter and this as well. Then we have Night Flyer, another classic one. Not as well known. Not a lot of people really necessarily remember seeing this one. I always don't know if I pronounce his name correct, but Miguel Ferrer. He's in it. He's an excellent actor. I enjoy his work, and I think he does really well in this one. It's a different kind of take on a vampire. Now, this poster is a unique one. It's not an actual movie poster. It was made by an artist, and my fiance picked it up at a Comic-Con a few months ago. Then we have Creep Show. And there again, that poster, that blacklight one, my fiance gave that to me. And here, let's turn off some lights so you can maybe see it. He is a big fan of black lights, and there again, another. This was a Christmas present, so he knocked it out of the park. And then he also got me that Creep Show book there. He also got me that Stray Dogs variant cover that was done in the style of Creep Show. Then we have the VHS, the DVD, the pop figures, the glow in the dark one and the regular one, and then the creeper figure. And then down here we have the Stand. This is the Stand movies. We have the VHS. We have the two VHS one, the 4 VHS one, the laser discs. This is the marketing of and the making of the Stand. Promotional material, the promotional box that went to video stores. These were movie posters. I don't know what they're called. Like lobby cards. Yeah, lobby cards that came with the laser disc. And then that's a promotional item that I got from getting to see the first episode of the new Stand that came out. I got to see it a week early, and that was something promotional I got because of that. And then this poster, and the poster actually came with part of the promotional box, so that was pretty cool. I found that online randomly. Then we have Pet Cemetery, and then a still of Denise Crosby. And the funny thing is that's actually German, and I just randomly picked that up. I found that at a Comic-Con randomly. And then there again, the Stray Dogs variant cover in the Cujo style, autographed by the creator. Then we have an It one for Stray Dogs, autographed by the creator, but that's just a like card of the cover. Then we have Cujo, the poster, and then the Stray Dogs variant, autographed by the creator. Misery, and I know this isn't a movie, but it's my From a Buick 8 poster I got framed with the books that I have, the UK edition, the US edition, the hardcovers. So yeah, that's just the only place I have that I can display it in my collection. The audio books, and then the movies. Now here in the movies, we have Saved by Me. And I just found this out like a couple weeks ago. I think I posted a photo about it. Is that the reason I have two versions of it? Well, because they're two different distributors. But this one actually says Stephen, Steven King. So I thought that was kind of cool. I have two Lawnmower Mans. One of them is the after the lawsuit. One of them is the pre-lawsuit. So it actually says Stephen King's Lawnmower Man, and one of them doesn't. Langoliers, Dolores Claiborne, another classic one. Big fan of Kathy Bates and anything she does King related. Running Man, I know it's not anything related to the story, but I still enjoy Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Thinner, I don't think that gets as much love as it should for the time it was made. I think it was really good. They could totally do a remake. The Dark Half, The Mangler, that one has Robert Englund in it. You know, I don't really remember much about it, except I believe I just saw something the other day about how Carrie White's mother works in the laundromat where the Mangler is set. I'm not sure if that's 100% correct, but it wouldn't surprise me because of King. Quicksilver Highway, that was a collection of like 3 different stories, and I think King had like chattering teeth in that one. Then we come down here. We've got the Diary of Eleanor Druce, which actually goes along with the Kingdom Hospital, which unfortunately I don't have any copies of that. Firestarter, DVD and VHS, Shining VHS, DVD. I don't have the Shining remake that King did in the 90s. I am looking for a copy of that. Green Mile, and this one is actually still wrapped in the plastic. It had the Walmart sticker on it originally. Carrie, and this is actually the 2013 remake of Carrie, which I enjoy. I like her mother in that one, Juliana Moore. I really think she does a good job in that. Children of the Corn 2, not really King, but whatever. Golden Years, I don't really remember. I don't think I've ever actually seen Golden Years, so maybe I need to make some time to do that. Silver Bullet, based off of the story cycle of the werewolf. Storm of the Century, classic. I pull this out at least once a year and watch it on during a blizzard. It's like every year I have to watch it at least once. Cujo Desperation, just rewatched that the other weekend. Kind of sad they didn't do a variation of the book that kind of goes along with that, The Regulators, but you know, I just don't know if they would be able to do that as well. Then down here we have Christine, Riding the Bullet, 1408, another one, John Cusack. I really enjoy him in a lot of King's work. Cell, I don't have a copy of that one, but it doesn't get much love, but I am kind of a fan. It's a guilty pleasure because just John Cusack and not Morgan Freeman, Samuel Jackson together. I love them in 1408. I love them in Cell. I just think they make a really great pair, so really enjoy that. The Mist, like I said, my favorite. Secret Window, The Dead Zone, the TV series, just season 1. I've seen it up to a couple of seasons. I really enjoy it. I'll finish out someday, maybe, probably not. Hearts in Atlantis, Nightmares and Dreamscapes. One is the complete series. One is just like stories like 1 and 2. Pet Cemetery, Shawshank Redemption. And this is kind of neat because these are actually both VHS, but you can kind of see how they flip the color scheme. This one's all white. This one is the white with the red outline. The printing is red. Still the same distributor, except this has Warner Brothers up here, and this one has Castle Rock up here, and down here, Castle Rock. So kind of interesting there. DVDs. And there again, if you see 2 DVDs, one's probably a full screen, one's probably a widescreen. And then Dreamcatcher, which I also think gets a lot of shit, weasels, literally, from people who don't like it. But I think it's a fun King one. You know, he does aliens kind of interestingly. You know, it's a different concept. It takes you back to Derry, so how can you not like it? So, but then again, I'm a little biased. I'm a big fan of King. So there we go. If you don't like the books, you can definitely see the movies. And so there's a little bit of something for King for everybody. So I hope everybody is staying safe and keep reading.